further the back, and anybody else. Go ahead.
And there are a few things I want to...
I recognize the presence of a few pastors. I'm another pastor. Go ahead.
My name is Bishop Timothy Norton from...
Please speak into the microphone so everyone can hear.
Bishop Timothy Norton from Lamar Park. I always make myself available and the church property available for any meeting with the council or any such people. One thing I am concerned about is that several things. We were talking about the municipal code. We need to have that in place. So offenders, defaulters are being tried at that court, and the fines are being placed into the kitty of the council. I don't know what percentage of the revenue that collected from the motor vehicle to service and the licenses are being passed on to the council because these vehicles pass through the city. And I think some sort of thing must be made for a part of that money being handled to the city because you have to maintain the streets also. The other thing concerning we need to also put system in place whereby the council should really, as I say, put the orders for the care by have personnel to go into the schools to educate the children concerning garbage or they must not litter and such like, you know. I'm very much involved with the school right now east from Wendell. And I would talk to them from time to time. One time I said, big man, we're talking about after all this back school, we expect them back school. You know, so I had to ask them. I had to correct them. They let them know and understand that not because the school are the bad end, they are in place now to make a change, to make a difference. And as long as start keeping the school environment clean, and for so long, what we recognize in Guyana is that children are making children very indisciplined, and they don't know exactly what life is all about. They grew up in one environment, and the city has done one way, and they just want to continue doing it that way. I was involved in a lot of contract work for City Council years back. Working there, Northeast the paintings, you know, even Lamar Park. I could tell you a lot more than what you talk about. You find babies' parks. In Benchu Canal in 1920 was clean when we had a subcontract. All that you find in those alleyways and such like. So it's not something new, but we need to educate our public, our environment, our communities. And from the church aspect, I will do my utmost. As I take time out to inquire the people a bit on health issue, I also do on environmental issues also. So sometimes you have problems that people just, as the town clerk mentioned, dumping waste on your carpet. When you talk to them about it, they get annoyed. The guy dumped some better waste on my carpet, the church carpet. Now he sells his property, he goes to another community, and the waste is still there. I have to pay people to move it now. You know, so these are some of the things. Drains, the big issue. Now we have an engineering department. Some years ago I mentioned to the town clerk at the time he was working town clerk, concerning the spraying the edges of the drains to kill the grass. And what they're doing is just not only killing the grass, they're killing the roots of the grass that holds the earth. So what's happening along George Street and North Road is that erosion side of it. And that's happening right now. I didn't know who was responsible for digging that canal. And the person who went and dig that canal and dig 7 feet depth to Merrimore, where that park was just built up, not understanding that would break away because of the depth of it. And then that foundation. So we got to be very careful with the contractors that are involved, that they know exactly what they ought to do. And the engineering department needs to be more vigilant to supervise those contractors who are doing such work. So they pass right on Church Street. We see what is going on there. Gino like this and working on my part. And they laid some pipelines to say that they were told to put it 2 feet from the road. When I saw them, I tried to get on to the town clerk. Too much red tape. And they've laid pipe there and it's affecting the road. So the road, from this road, will be damaged. And we're not to fix it properly up to now. Besides that, there's some people are in the habit of putting polars or posts around the side of the road, just about a foot off from the road, because of big rocks, just about a foot off from the road. So what you find out there is that it makes it difficult for pedestrians to walk on the road also. If there's an emergency, you cannot pull to the corner because you'll damage your vehicle. That accident right in the corner not too far when you get in Lama Park just about 2 weeks ago. That accident there. So I just trust that the council will look into that matter and make sure that things are being put in place for that. There in Lama Park there is a canal that separates Lama Park, Lama Springs. For years, that has not been done. Number of years. Cleaning was done, but that was left undone. Prentice Street Canal, we talk about the cemetery. But there are a few tombs that eventually fall into the canal. Check it out and see. Because the way out was done, the water is always there. It's just a matter of time before that happens. So we need also to make sure that the engineer do the job and make sure that these things are properly dealt with. The main canals, as long as the main canals are clear, we can do our utmost to make sure that there was enough. In Lama Park, we try our utmost to make sure that our drains are being kept clear. There's some areas by which need to be parked. I know what Safari area because I use that area. That Beefy Road Canal. The former administration did that work, they didn't say where it's going to be perishing. That road keep going, deteriorating rapidly. And unless when you're traveling north, unless the left-hand side of that road is palm, you always have problem there. You always have accident because it's just moving away all the time that which happens down in and is on the street going to get down that area, another area. So those are some of my concerns. And now you made a point clear that the work we've done in the community will be done by the residents. I trust that we could have that in place. But prior to that, contracts come in the area. They were doing jobs, and you talk to them concerning the job they're doing is not properly done. They constantly sit and talk to them. They try to talk to the people in the council that you get to no avail. And yes, these people are being paid. So in the future, if a contractor is doing a job in the area, somebody from the community must be able to sign out that document and say that work is successfully done, or they should not be paid. I did some contract works, and I tell you, I got to employ 50% of the residents from the area when I was doing northeast dependents. And up now, I had variation work done there. I've been paid for the variation work since way back since then. Over $250,000. So when you do contract work and you get variation, something you tell you, you say, oh, you have to do it to the water drain. But who's going to stand the cost? So those are my main concern, and that's why you haven't seen around fighting for contracts. But you put your head on the block. If I take a contract, more people see it. The chaperone has to see it. I make sure that that job is properly executed. So I make myself available, do what I could do to the best of my ability. I try to work with some of the schools and try to let them understand the importance of keeping a clean environment.